Welcome everybody to another installment of the Portage Daily Register Sports Webcast. I'm sports reporter Kevin Morales alongside sports editor Travis Huslett. On today's show, we'll be talking about the state cross-country meet. We'll give our thoughts on the Vikings-Packers game. We'll give an overview of the local prep football situation. We'll have our athlete of the week, and we'll talk a little bit about Lodi's third-round playoff game on Saturday at Brodhead, Juda, and then that'll wrap it up for us. First of all, Travis, you were in Wisconsin Rapids on Saturday for the state cross-country meet. How did the locals fare?
Probably the highlight of the meet as far as local athletes would be WIAA Fall River senior Derek Johnsrud. We've talked a lot about him during the year. And like I said, he's a senior, so it was his last shot at state. He's been there twice before. And he actually came through and finished fourth in the Division III boys race with a time of 16 minutes, 34 seconds. So he was pretty excited after the race, and as he should be. It's a pretty neat honor to finish, all the way up at fourth in the state. Also on the boys' side, Portage senior Alex Champeau finished up a fine cross-country career in the Division II boys race. He actually finished 76th at the time of 17:49. He was pleased with that time. He was happy. He had no complaints. On the girls' side, there was a handful of locals running up there too. In Division II, there was a pair of girls from the area. Portage senior Cassie Van Ness making her fourth appearance at state. She actually ran a season best time of 16 minutes flat, finished 34th in Division II. And then Katie Severson from Poinette, she also ran the Division II girls race, and she finished 96th with a time of 16 minutes 56 seconds. She was hoping to do a little better, but she was also happy to kind of wrap up her fine career at state. It was her third time up there. In the Division III side in the girls, Hansina Vangen, sophomore from WIAA Fall River, and Taylor Hayes, a freshman from Partyville, are both making their state debuts. They ran kind of neck and neck with each other and kind of encouraged each other on the whole race. Hansina finished 60th with a time of 16:56, while Taylor was 66th with a time of 17:03, so not far behind.
Sure. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot more about them in the next couple of years as far as cross-country and track is concerned.
Definitely.
On Sunday, huge game, Packers, Vikings in Lambeau. I'm pretty sure just about everybody in the state was glued to their TV for that one, or at the game watching it.
Right.
What did you think of the game?
My first impression is the Packers need to get Mark Tauscher and Chad Clifton ready to go to play at the tackle spot. Offensive line was bad. I think they played well against Cleveland, but that was, I think that kind of gave them a false sense of security,
Right.
And the Vikings exposed them, and both those guys. Tauscher's coming back from his knee injury a year ago, and Clifton's got an injured ankle. But those guys got to get out there because they need their experience before the season starts slipping away.
Sure. Yeah, for me, I wasn't even concentrating on the game as much as just the soap opera with Favre being back, and it was just fun to watch. I mean, when he came out to the chorus of boos and the TV camera kind of focused in on him, and you could see he was kind of smiling or smirking a little bit, and it was just cool to watch. And you can just imagine the kind of emotional roller coaster he was going through, and all the Packers fans too, because whether you boo him or you cheer him, you remember what he did for 16 years, and it's just the soap opera was great, and it was just fun to watch for me. The other football games this weekend on Saturday were the Level 2 playoff games. Partyville, Rio, and Randolph all lost. Were you surprised by any of those games?
I guess I wasn't so much surprised that those teams lost. I guess I was happy to see Rio. They lost 21-7 against a Potosi team that's been scoring a ton of points all year. So good for them to hold them to 21. And I guess the other one, I thought Partyville would fare better.
Yeah. I thought Partyville, when we did our predictions last week, I had Partyville winning, and not only did they not win, it wasn't really even that close. I think that's the thing I was surprised about. I knew it would be a challenge for them. I thought they'd win. I did not think that they'd get beat 34-14 like they did. And it really wasn't even that close. So kind of late touchdown got that 14 for Partyville. But like you said, Rio, I ran into the coaches afterwards at the Culvers in Dodgeland, and apparently the Potosi coaches told them that their run defense was the best that they faced all season. So that's a big compliment, I think, for the Rio defense. Randolph, I was a little bit surprised about just because they had a lead in that game, and you would think with the running attack that they have that they'd be able to just control the ball and I guess wait for the time to hit zeros. But They end up losing by 1 point and get ousted from the playoffs. I was a little bit surprised by that too. So Lodi is our lone local team left in the playoffs. Did you expect them to go the farthest of any of our teams?
Yeah, I think so. I think during the regular season they were the most dominant, and I think they had the best defense. And the old saying, "Defense wins championships." Going by that, I think I'm not surprised they're still alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, me neither. Their defense is phenomenal. They've got 1 loss on the season, and I believe they've got 4 shutouts. So, yeah, same thing. Defense wins championships, and it's going to be fun. I hope they continue the ride because it's fun to follow a team that is that good. So I guess let's just go right to our predictions then for Saturday. They're going to be at Brodhead Juda. Brodhead Juda is 9-2. They finished second in the Rock Valley Conference at 5-2. As you pointed out earlier, they have a common opponent this year, McFarland. McFarland beat Brodhead Juda 24-8 earlier this year, and they gave Lodi its only defeat, but that one was only 7-0. So something to kind of gauge those two teams by. I'm going to pick Lodi to win just because they're the local team, and well, that's not the only reason. I honestly think, like you said, defense wins championships. And I'm going to say Lodi 18, Brodhead Juda 10.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Lodi's going to win. Low scoring, something like that, like maybe 14-10, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let's get right to our athlete of the week then. And Travis, you want to?
Yeah, we're going to do something a little different. We usually give it to a local high school athlete, but this week we decided to go with a local alum that's at Edgewood College, Pointed alum Christy Heintz. She is running cross country up at Edgewood. She's a senior, and she just recently finished 9th over the weekend with a new career best time of 25:03 at the Northern Athletic Conference Cross Country Championships. It was the 4th time in 4 years that she's actually earned all conference honors for Edgewood, so congratulations to her. Nice job.
Sounds good. And one last thing, we'll have our live blog going on Saturday for the Lodi Brodhead Juda game, so check out PortageDailyRegister.com. Another reason that Lodi is probably going to win is the State Journal's Rob Hernandez has Brodhead Juda to win. So that's probably the biggest thing that Lodi has going in its favor. So be sure to check PortageDailyRegister.com on Saturday, and then next week Travis is not going to be with us on the PDR Sports Webcast, so we hope to have special guest in Portage Athletic Director Jim Langkamp. So a little something new for the viewers, and we'll just talk some Portage sports, so it should be fun. For Travis, I'm Kevin. Thanks for watching.